Hey everybody, today is Troop Day. So as the name implies, we're going to train some troops. Not only are we going to train a lot of troops, but we're also going to do it within a 30-minute period with your COZ ticket. And you're going to get 2 daily challenges knocked out and get as many boxes as possible for the COZ event. Now, before you get started doing anything, of course, you want to check your schedule to see if you can line your dailies up with this event. And let me just show you real quick an easy way to do this. Obviously, again, check your schedule. That's in the notes section on the line chat. Go to Daily Challenge. The first daily challenge for Troop Day that you really want to focus on is the city development, increased building power. This is really simple when if you're just like hopping on, and you're like, oh shit, I got to train some troops. If you are on this daily challenge, the building power challenge, the next one is going to be the same except it's going to be tech power. That's the way it always works during troop training day. So let me back out here. I just want to show you real quick that on the COZ competition, today's event, I have 0 points right now. We're going to see how far we can get today. Also, before you get started, you want to check your troops. Go to the command center, hit the troops icon, and see what you actually need, because right now I have way too many snipers compared to way too many shooters compared to my vehicles and my fighters. So I'm going to focus on my fighters and my vehicles today. Let's go back out, and really quickly, you also want to check on your resources. Right now I have over 15 million food. I'm good for this event on that. I have a little bit more than half of that in fuel. Lumber I have plenty of, almost 17 million. And iron, 6.2 million resources. So I'm in really good shape as far as that goes on my resources. A hypothetical, and for players, this is my 19 level base. But if players don't have as much resources, I can only get to like maybe three boxes, 4 boxes, or, well, you should not. Don't try to push it too far with the resources. But you also want to be strategic. If I have not too much iron or iron or gasoline, then I'm definitely not going to be training vehicles today. If I have a bunch of food, but I don't have a whole lot of lumber, I'm probably not going to focus on my fighters as much. So just kind of play that out, but I'll show you once we get rolling here. The other thing I just want to point out really quickly is the rewards on this. I want to show you as we're going along. But as we speak, I have about just a little over 41,000 diamonds. So I'm doing pretty good on that department. I just want to see what the diamond count's going to be going to be after I get all these rewards. Let me back out real quick here. So I got about 15 minutes left. I'm going to go ahead. You always want to start at the end of the 1 hour for the daily challenge where the building. Hold on here. Let me show you again. You always want to start about 15 minutes or 10 minutes before the increased building power city development daily challenge. And that gives you 10 to 15 minutes on the next hour to get that second daily challenge, the tech challenge there. Let's get started here. It's a little bit early, but I'm going to go ahead and push it quickly. Go to the Clash of Zones. Always use your 100% if you can. If all you have is a 50, that's fine too. I'm going to go ahead and pop that. And let's get started here. As I'm going along, I'm going to go ahead and hit these events or clear these out here, because that's going to give me more resources to keep going and more speed ups to keep going. So just that one. I've got level 6 fighters, or level 6 troops right now. And I'll just show you really quickly. I have level 6, about 4,000 get trained every time I train them. There's another one. There's another daily challenge box opened, I should say. Nice rewards there. All right. And there's another Clash of Zones box. So with just that, those three troops getting trained, I have 5 million points. Now, because I've established I have too many shooters, or I have enough shooters, I should say, I'm just going to go ahead and focus on fighters and vehicles. Now, the easiest way to do this, you're going to be using a lot of resources, so just go to your 150 food storage. Oh, I'm going to back out of that real quick here. Close that. 5 million, that's too much. Let's cut that in half. Let's do 2.5 million to start out with. All right. Go ahead and train, and you can do this two different ways, but I'm just going to go ahead and train them as I'm going, or speed up as I'm going. Go back out. They don't need shooters, as I said, so go to the vehicle factory, and I can show you the different ways. Sometimes I'll do it this way. I'll just hit it. It's not as efficient, I don't think. While you're there, just go ahead and knock that out. Use your 1 hour speed ups, of course, first. That's the other thing that you want to check before you get started. I didn't do that. How many speed ups I have. If it gets down to the nitty gritty and I'm really close to getting a big box, the 6 box, or let's say at the COZ, I'm going to use my diamonds if I need to, or run through my generic 5-minute speed ups. And I'm going to be careful. I'm going to use my 1 minutes if I have to, or when I have to, because what the hell else are you going to use those 1 minutes for? All right, let's do this. Again, not very much fun just tapping your phone, but it's necessary, or watching me tap my phone, I should say. All right, we're back to this idea. So I already got over 1 million more resources and fuel. I'm just going to go ahead and max that out. No big deal. Oh. And when I go back out, I'm going to, actually, the easiest way to do this is just burn through it a couple times here. But I'm going to go check my events tag again, page. Easy for me to say. All right, I'm at 15 million. And I'm close to my 4th box. And I already have my daily challenge done. So, I have a couple options here. I got to go back to my Clash of Zones competition to see. Now, I'm in the next reward threshold here. So what do I need to get to that 5th box? I need 28 million, so basically double up. What do I need to get to that box 6? I need 60 million, so I'm a quarter of a way there. So because I started my ticket a little bit early, I'm going to go ahead and do some more training, because it's going to make it easier on the next hour of it's going to make it easier on me on the next hour. Let's just put it that way. One thing to keep in mind when you're training your troops, especially during the DD season, I just did that out of instinct. Fighters are always good to have extra of. And I just want to point something out too. A lot of folks are worried about, I'll just sidetrack here, about your resources. Like, oh, I have too many resources, or I'm not making enough resources. All my troops are eating my food. Well, if you hadn't figured this out already, let me just show you. My troops are eating me out of house and home by almost 3 times. Once it gets past, once your troop consumption goes past your production, it really doesn't matter how many troops you have. What will happen if you're off for a while, your food will top out around 600,000. On my level base, it's about 650,000. So don't worry about having too many troops. There can be maybe a little bit too many troops, but if you're engaged and you're active in the game, you're going to be using, especially fighters, to get those DD tiles. That's another video. Or vehicles to get DD tiles. Fighters are the best, but we'll talk about that some other time. So I'm going to go ahead and just do some more fighters here. See if I can get about halfway to that 60 million. That's my goal today. And I already burnt through that 2 million. So I'm just going to do that. I'm sure I'll leave something out in this video, but and periodically I just again going to look through to see where I'm at. Okay, 22 million. Oh, I was going to show you the tech that you need that's really important for this event. It'll save your fingers tapping. Just really quickly, go to my tech tree here. Whoops. Basic military. So what you want to do is as soon as possible, and I still haven't done it, surprisingly, on my other account I have, you want to max out these fighter, shooter, and vehicle recruitments, because what that's going to do, I'll go back to the fighter. Oh, that's the wrong one, but this is also important. It's going to increase the training speed significantly. There's another boost. But once you get down to here, this is where it's really important. The fighter camp, that increases your training count significantly. So you've got, right now I'm on current level 1,300 more troops. Let's go up here or down here. I get to level 19, my troop count is 3,000 more, and that's I got this tech maxed out on my level 20 base. Instead of training about 4,000, I train about 7,000. So it makes it easier on your fingers, and it makes it easier to get troops fast. The other one you want to do is make sure that you have your zone commemoration. You work on that. I'll say it once, I'll say it again, but zone commemoration is the most important tech in the game. I believe it's war preparedness training. That's training speed, my bad. Mobilization. There's an extra when Clash of Zones is going on, which when it's always going on, it seems like. But this tech is extremely important because if you max that out, there's an extra 2,000 troops, and I have that maxed out on my level 20. So those are a couple little things, little sidetrack tips. It's about 5 till. I'm going to come back in about 10 minutes and finish this out. Well, let me look here real quick. Yep, I'm going to do a couple more here. Now before you stop, you go ahead and just get these started before the 5-minute pause happens. So regardless if I'm going to train these guys, I'm just going to go ahead and start it up. And just one step to make it a little bit easier on you. I'll go ahead and do a speed up on this. Now I'm running out, getting close to running out on the vehicle speed ups. So what I'll do when I come back is, well, it'll be a lot of tapping. I might just cut this video a little short here. All right, I'm just going to check my COZ score real quick. I'm going to get to that 5th box. That's my goal. It's good to have goals in life, right? And I'll just do this real quick. You got it tapping pretty quick. These 5-minute speed ups go real quick. So don't be a slow tapper. Maybe use a stylus. That's up to you. All right, there we go. All right, that's about halfway in the middle point there. I will see you in just a minute. And I'm back. I just figured I'd save everybody me tapping maniacally on my phone. But I got to my goal. What I wanted to do was get to the 6th box, the Clash of Zones competition. I got that. And I just want to show you the rewards for the 6th box there. 1,500 diamonds, lots of money, good Clash of Zones score tickets, wisdom medals, courage medals, and all kinds of resources. I'll get to that in a minute. I also got my second daily challenge done, and we know what those look like. All kinds of good resources there. And I started with a little bit over almost 41,000 diamonds. I got a little over 8,000 diamonds more. So about 8,000 diamonds. I didn't use any. Fortunately, I was using my speed ups. And just a couple other things really quickly. If you have troops that need to be upgraded, while you're taking that pause between that 5-minute pause, you can go ahead and upgrade those troops. You still get points for the COZ, and that's a nice little gap there. It'll get you some extra points for that 6 box of the COZ. The other thing that you can do to upgrade your, hold on, let me show you real quick. To upgrade the troop count down here, is get the right heroes. These, I only have the blues on this this account, but the Patriot, I need to upgrade them too. Well, let's see where they're at. Oh, there we go. So if you upgrade these fighter training counts at the end of the day, that's an extra 500 heroes, 500, 500 fighters that you can get. Yeah, and the same goes for, for Chrome. She upgrades vehicles, and then the Taskmaster, easy for me to say, he does shooters. So if you don't have those heroes, there are also orange counterparts, which I can't remember right offhand. Get those heroes. Go to the token shop. If you can get a chance to get the orange ones, they're even better. They're obviously because they're orange. But that's going to help you get more troops that you can train and make it easier for you and make it a more simplistic process. If you don't have those heroes and you're only training like 1,000 or less troops each time, it's a lot of finger tapping that you got to do. But that's pretty much it. As far as resources go, we started off with 15 million. I only lost 2 million food. I gained more fuel, so 1 million plus fuel. A lot more lumber and a lot more iron. And that, keep in mind, I was using resources to get that. All in all, it's pretty good. I would conservatively put my my gains. I always used to say, like, well, it depends on what level you're at, but around 10,000 diamonds, so it's about 8,000, and then over 10,000 or 10 million resources, I should say. But that doesn't count all the other goodies that you get for your Clash of Zones, your daily challenges, and your Clash of Zones rewards. Wisdom, courage medals especially, and those wisdom medals, which are obviously crucial for the upkeep of your heroes. Courage medals are important for your zone commemoration tech. That is it. If you have any questions, of course, ask, and thank you for watching.